This switch is designed to replace two switches. Welcome back to footswitch Friday, everybody, and today we're talking about the executive lineup, and we're going to be talking about what makes it so special. The executive is really meant for motion control devices, or where you need two different functions in a very compact form with the added safety of a mechanical interlock. If you're not familiar, a mechanical interlock is a physical safety mechanism that doesn't allow both circuits in this switch to be activated at the same time. Because it's used in a lot of medical applications, that is the key part right there. This is what we call a rocker style foot switch. Basically, that means you have the options to click it left and right, and it returns to the neutral position upon release. So you'll see that when you press it down, it kind of rocks back and forth. Although it is durable, built more for clinical or medical applications than say something like a factory floor. This nice slope shape makes any water or fluid shed right off the front of the device and not pool on anything. It also makes it a little bit more ergonomic for prolonged period of use because you don't have to lift your foot up as high. But this works differently than most of our foot switches. Because it has this rocker style design, it's not just one actuation, it's actually two actuations in a nice compact form. So this is the Executive 74, but there's also Executive 72. The 72 is single pull, double throw on both sides, and then the 74, like this one, is double pull, double throw, and they can be wired normally open or normally closed. What we have in front of me is just a single variation, but we actually do some custom work with multiple of these in a single base. Twins and triples, we've even done quadruples in the past. Basically, you can add more control without really taking up a lot of floor space, particularly in say a clinical application where that is a premium. You could also add in like custom guarding or toe loops into that platform. Because it's built on its own platform, you can actually add a toe loop that goes across all of it. Just like pretty much any of our other switches, you can spec IP68 for those custom applications. This is primarily found in medical applications, thinking like medical imaging, motion control, chairs, beds, things like that, where you have to, maybe make incremental changes. This is a pretty common one for those type of things. Again, with the interlock and the rocker style design, it just adds that extra level of safety. The Executive can solve the same problem as a two-pedal setup, but in a lot smaller format. Hence why it's so popular. And then add even more of them together, and you're having a lot of control right at your toes. My name is Hayden from Line Master, and we'll see you next Foot Switch Friday. Stay switch.